Hello folks, and welcome to another Mac Tactics Tactic. Today I am responding to a request for how do I see the game out in Weekend League. I made a video yesterday that I was meant to upload this morning, but I just wasn't happy. What the heck? I just wasn't happy with it, so didn't upload it. And basically, it wasn't that it was a bad video or if it was bad tactics. It was simply down to the fact that it is how I see at the game, and not how I think you should see at the game. And that's because I'm not saying I'm better than you, it's just because I see at the game with these exact tactics in a 4-2-3-1. For me, the 4-2-3-1, I've said to you guys all along, 4-2-3-1 is the most versatile tactic you can get, and it plays the best for me. Has for years, always has. I think it always will. But if I was seeing out a game in Weekend League, the sweatfest that it is, I would play this, the 5-2-2-1. And that's just because that for me, this is the best tactic to see things out. It's the most versatile 5 at the back formation. It sets up like a 4-3-2-1 in attack, and it's so solid in defence. I'm actually just going to let this guy attack here. I've also put the controller up in the corner so you can see what buttons I'm pressing. Just so you guys have an idea of what I'm doing. I want to give this guy a little bit incentive to stay in the game, because I don't want him quitting super quick. Good save check. So you'll see the buttons I'm pressing, and you will see how I am. Oh, that's a decent one. You'll get to see how input delay affects me, which does quite a lot. I'll do a skill move and a completely different one will happen. So, build up play. I'm looking to play down the wings because I've got lots and lots of wingers and wing play in this team now, just the way it's set up, and I'm looking to play in from that. You see, Best and Mbappe, I can't remember if they're set up as a centre forward or a winger in this one, but they do the same job as you get within the 4-3-2. Defensively, this sets up quite deep, 44 depth, and that's just because I want it set up as a non-pressing formation. So under 45, I think it's actually 42. That's Casemiro doing up there. Oh, nice goal from Casemiro. He's a centre back in this. I triggered him accidentally. You'll have seen. But you can see you can still score goals with it. But you've seen how defensively solid it was. There wasn't a lot of chance for him to do anything. I'll get into another game just so you guys can see a bit more. So game 2. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you're enjoying the content, or if you're new, or if you just want to see some crazy good videos, because I am enjoying making videos again for Ultimate Team. For a wee while I wasn't really enjoying it, but I am back to enjoying it again. So I'm going to try and talk to you guys about how this formation plays. Now I want to filter this guy initially down the wings, and then I want him to try and come inside. Because I have 3 centre backs. I have Casemiro, Marquinhos, and Campbell, and all 3 centre backs are fast, can shoot. No, fast, can pass, and can tackle. So again, I'm going to let him go down the wing, and we'll just cut him off there. We have 2 wing backs in Cafu and Havertz that we can spread the ball out to, and if we need to, we can cut back inside and switch it, and we're going to win those headers. And then we can switch it again, and then we can whipped cross it in to Haaland. And that's the type of goals you're going to score on the counter-attack with this formation. Any 5-back or 3-back formation gives you that width. You want that width. You're also, look at the defence. It just sets up so nicely. The reason I play Casemiro here, I'll try and show you, is this. That pass. That was rubbish. Let's do that again. The reason I play Casemiro here, let's go for Haaland, is that pass. Guess I jump by. Because that gives you an option. Oh, that was sneaky. Campbell's in the middle because he's the fastest of the three central defenders, and I would strongly suggest you guys do the same. We can keep the ball super easy. We're going to go Campbell, and then we're going to go out, and we're going to try and win the header. We win it. We're down at Cafu. Whips cross. Oh. So, build up play as I defend here. You'll see Cafu comes back because he's high defensive work rate, super important. For me, showing this video, but for you, it's whatever fullback you're using. Oh, that was me. That was all me. I messed that one up. So we're back with the defender, back to the goalkeeper, play it out. Now I'm looking to play down into the wings, if I can. What I'm also doing, and this is what I want all of you guys to think about you to do when you collect the ball, is I always want you taking a touch away from the defender. I never want to see or hear of you guys touching into. I don't want to go that way. If I go that way, he closes me down. I want to go back. I'm always wanting to make it super hard for him to tackle. Away from a defender. When you're running at a defender, that's slightly different. You can do a skill move to try and take yourself away. That's all left stick with a wee bit skill there. Now there, I could stop, come back again, play the ball into Havertz, Mbappe, back to Tchouaméni. Like, I am just messing about. I don't want this guy to quit like the last one did. But that's basically what we're looking for. Now he's going to quit since I scored. You see the options you have with this formation. You see the passes you have with this formation. If they go super hyper closing down and trying to push you back into corners, you always have out balls with it. That's why if you're seeing out the match with this formation, it works. I'll explain a little bit more about that in the tactics. Again, if you're liking the video, please like and subscribe. I know I'm saying it a lot because I'm cutting this video back and forward, so I don't know if I've said it. So if I've said it more than once, I apologise. But please like, comment, subscribe. It does make a massive difference. Right, let's get into the tactics part. So here's the team that I was running for this setup. You see I put Rolfo out to the left wing so that I could get Marquinhos into the centre. So I didn't have to set up in a 5 at the back. It's kept in my 4-2-4. So I could play it if I needed to. Custom tactics for this one. Straight and ultra defensive. This is where you put this tactic. This is where you want it. It is the 5-2-2-1. So I have it set up with Cafu and Havertz as my wing backs because they both have whipped passes, and you know how much I love whipped passes. You know how strong I think it is. Haaland is my centre forward because he wins headers and he's got aerial plus. Mbappe and Best because they are fast and they are technical. Mbappe is the speed merchant. Best with his technical dribbling is just phenomenal still. A lot of people say he's been nerfed or they don't like him anymore or he's kind of fallen behind the power curve. If you use the technical dribbling and you do little movements, little touches, he's still brilliant. Rolfo and Tchouaméni as my two central defensive players, CDMs. Rolfo on the left is left-footed, so she goes on the left. Tchouaméni on the right. Tchouaméni is the wall. Rolfo is the player. Rolfo is high. Tchouaméni is medium-high. So you want that for lineup. You want one of your CDMs to be a high defensive, medium or low attacking, and the other one can either be the same or can be high. Because remember, this is the formation we're going to move to when we're 1-0 up with 15 in-game minutes to go. And the player's good. Or this is a formation you can move to right at the beginning of the game if you're playing someone who is just better than you. And there's no shame in admitting that someone is better than you. I play players all the time that are better than me. It's about using the game modes we have or the tactics we have to even the playing field on that regard. 3 centre-backs, Casemiro, Campbell and Marquinhos. All 6 foot plus, so they can compete with headers. All Casemiro and Marquez are on the outside because they're a little bit slower, which kind of seems counterintuitive, but their passing is so much better than Campbell's. Campbell's passing is good, but Casemiro is brilliant. Marquinhos is really, really good. So that's why I have that set up the way it is. The tactics, we have defensive style balanced. We're still not at the point for pressure, and we don't want to do pressure and we don't want to draw back because again we're looking to see out the match with this formation. We want a really narrow width, so that pushes our 3 centre backs really close together and creates a wall in the centre of a box, the 18-yard box. Our left and right wing backs, they tuck in as well. and I'll show you a wee trick you can do with them to make them tuck in even more. But that creates a back five with 2 CDMs in front of it. You're trying to play through a really narrow space, and if someone tries technical dribble, you've got use teammate press, teammate contain, which I have mapped to button A. If you've seen that going on in the game, that's my button A. I use teammate contain a lot. I probably use it too much, but I find I'm really comfortable with it. Build-up play is long ball, and the reason for this is, and this seems really counterintuitive, because you're trying to hold on, you're trying to not lose this game, but long ball pushes everybody forward quick. So not your centre backs, but it'll push your wing backs, and it'll push your attacking players forward. You'll have stay back while attacking on both your CDM, so they won't go as far forward. But that's why I wanted to highlight having good passers on the left and the right hand side of your centre backs, because you're going to get the ball with the left or right hand centre back, and you're going to have options to pass. You're going to be able to pass into your CDMs, you're going to be able to pass out to your wing backs, but you're also going to be able to ping the ball forward. So it's a really good idea to have good passers there, people that you can just pick the ball 40 yards and it'll drop. Now you can play someone like World Cup Lamb there, even though he's too small really to be a centre back. If you play him on the outside, his passing will allow you to get out of problems. Because remember, I'm assuming that when you're going to this formation at the end of a game, someone's gone to constant pressure, and they're matching you up man for man. If you have 5 across the back line, they can't match you up man for man. So you have passing options. That's why we do this. Direct passing for chance creation, because we want our 2 Mbappe and Best to be pushing forward. We want them to get in behind. Even though we don't have getting behind on them, direct passing puts a form of getting behind on them. Width is 40 for chance creation, because again, we want to stay narrow. We don't want to be all over the place. We don't want to be open. We don't want to get hit on the counter and be up at like 60, 70. Because if we get hit on the counter like that, it takes time for our team to get back into shape. Players in the box, only 4. That, for me, that means the 3 forwards and 1 of the 2 wing backs will look to get into the box normally. Sometimes you get Rolfo bombing forward because of our high. Corners and free kicks, we just have 1 and 1 because we are absolutely avoiding counter-attack. That's what this formation is about. So the instructions on Haaland, our striker, we have stay central, get in behind. On our attacking mids, that's what they are. We have come back on defence, get into the box. Come back on defence, get into the box. So again, we're getting them going up and down, up and down, up and down. You may need to sub these guys because they will tire. Same with your wing backs, have spares on the bench. Our 2 CDMs are on stay back while attacking, cover centre. We don't need to use deep line playmaker at this point because we're not looking to be overly attacking. Same with the reason why we don't have freeform on. It's just because we want them to be doing a specific role, and we don't want to give them that positional freedom. We want to know exactly where they're going to be. Our wing backs are on balanced and overlap. Now you can, if you are using this as a true closing out the game formation, I would have this on stay back while attacking and inverted, and that will close that defence right up, and it'll be virtually impossible to play through. You will be susceptible to balls right down the touch line and into the box. So if you're worried about them, don't put an inverted on, just leave it mixed or overlap. But I leave it on balance just because I wanted to get some gameplay footage. I would normally have this on stay back while attacking, and if I wanted to push them forward, I would use the D-pad. Our centre backs are not touched because we don't want them playing striker, and our keeper is on cover crosses and sweeper keeper, just because it may make a difference at some point. Sorry that was a long video. I tried to be super informative and explain everything about my reasoning behind it and everything about what I was doing on the pitch. I'm going to try and be more in depth about how I play and what I'm looking for when I'm playing. I'll try and give you more updates. Please feedback to me, let me know how this is going, let me know if you're enjoying the video, let me know if you're enjoying the tactics. Remember, keep playing the game if you're having fun, and stop if you don't. That's it. Take a break, we've got team of the season soon, be good then. But catch you guys later, have fun.